On the weekly Dave Bike Coach's Show, Coach, big win on Saturday. Guys took down Bryant, got you back on track here, and as we head into this final week of the regular season, you know you know the scenario. You have to win both games: Thursday against FDU, Saturday against Monmouth, and hope that St. Francis, PA, comes up short in there to get a playoff spot. But let's revisit that game on Saturday. First half, Bryant really shot the lights out. In the second half, you guys kind of turned the switch on him and stepped it up defensively and got some good performances from Luis Montez and Shane Gibson. Talk about that win, and it really seemed like it lifted the team, especially at the end. The spirits and kind of getting into the right mindset again of playing winning basketball.
Well, at least we're smart enough to recognize that we feel better when we win and not so good when we lose. But yeah, Gibson had a heck of a first half. And I know they asked me on the interview at TV, what are you going to do? And I said, well, geez, you expect a guy to miss once in a while. And I hope he would cooperate a little bit in the second half. And we did switch the defense a little bit. We got out of the zone, and we picked it up a little bit. And he did, he was on a torrid pace. So that was good that he didn't finish the way he started. And as you mentioned, the guys played a good game. I thought we moved the ball pretty good. We had our best, one of our best assist-to-turnover ratios. We made shots ourselves, and Evan filled in real good. He looked like a player, I think. And Kelly, he had the 6 assists and no turnovers. And Shane made a big shot. Lewis added. We go down the board. When you win, you know what I mean. You get it's always you can say this guy did this and this guy helped. And then when you lose, sometimes we point out too much.
Let's talk about Shane Gibson. I interviewed him after the game, and I thought it was a really funny kind of answer. I asked him about that shot he made to put the Pioneers up 5 there with about a minute and a half to go. And he said, yeah, I got the ball in the wing, and I just heard Coach Pike kind of over my shoulder saying, shoot it, shoot it. And I said, I thought that was great. And he said, yeah, it's just a shot I'm comfortable taking. And I thought that was a big moment in that game and kind of letting you guys kind of pull away and keep them at bay.
Well, it was a big shot. And, we did, I saw the play was right in front of me. He happened to be right there in the way it was thing. And I have a lot of confidence in the shot. So even before he got the ball, I was hollering, shoot it, because I expected the pass, which came over to him. And he made that shot, but I think they got to realize that we do encourage him to shoot. Shane especially, we want him to take good shots, and and that's what we're trying to be aggressive, taking good shots, and then shoot when you're supposed to shoot and pass when you're supposed to pass. And like I said, I saw that play developing, and I had confidence in him, and you want guys to shoot when they're supposed to shoot, and I thought that was a good one for him to shoot.
Yeah, you touched on it briefly here, but let's talk a little bit more about the development of 2 of the younger guys on the team as we enter here the final part of the season. Luis Montez, since he's kind of gotten into the starting lineup, he's averaging 12.5 points and really seems to come on and rebounding. And I thought really, like you said, Evan Kelly's performance in the second half, he had 6 turnovers against no assists, filling in for, a point guard with Terrell Thompson going out. Those 2 guys really looked like, like the players that you've expected them to be, all year. And at this point in the year, that's got to make you happy that they've, progressing to that point.
Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to correct you with 6 assists and no turnovers, but because I don't know if we'd be talking about him if he had 6 turnovers and no assists. No, I mean, the difference in being a good player and not so good, a very good, is consistency. We talked about that, I think, last week and stuff like that. And we do have high hopes for those guys. When they came in, we told them that we thought there'd be a good opportunity for them to play and see if they can max out. So we have 2 more games that matter, and hopefully they'll produce. And then, they have a career in front of them. And what they put into it is what they'll get out of it.
All right, Coach, let's talk about these 2 games. What is the approach that you'll take this week, knowing that, like you said, these 2 games matter, and you're still in the hunt, and yeah, you need some help. I'm sure the players and the guys are aware of it. I mean, is the tack change? Is the preparations in any, not to an extreme, but does the mindset change at all, knowing that you still have a shot and that these games are huge and you have them at home?
Well, on the court, a lot of times we like to give the guys the ball and let them play a little bit and recognize the player's game. And I think off the court in preparation for this game, we haven't stressed it a whole lot as coaches. I mean, we're just trying to become a better basketball team. But like before the Bryant game, I know Chris Evans said, come on, this is a really important game where you try to pump the guys up. So they know what's going on, you know what I mean? So the mindset, they're going to have to speak for themselves, you know what I mean? We're just preparing for what trying to play good basketball.
All right, Coach, one last question here before we wrap it up. Saturday will be Alumni Day for both basketball teams, and during the men's game and at halftime, the 25th anniversary of the national championship season in 1986 will recognize all those players on Saturday. If you could just, I know, I guess in a short, quick question, just if you can give us a couple memories, a couple things back from that season that that are special, that stick with you over time.
Well, we won it naturally, and it's not easy winning a tournament on a court like that. And the guys were, they all. I mean, we had fun too. I mean, we put together a number of good years at that time, and I think that winning the championship was naturally icing on the cake. But even when I see these guys, on Saturday and stuff, I mean, we'll laugh. We had a good time. Maybe I don't know what comes first, laughing and winning, or winning and laughing. But they all have personalities, and we don't have time enough to go down the list. But they're all very special, and it was a special time, and the feeling hasn't diminished at all during the years.
Great, Coach. Thank you. And again, the Pioneers will host Fairleigh Dickinson Thursday night at 7 o'clock, and then again on Saturday it'll be Monmouth at 3:30, and it is Alumni Day and a special recognition to that 25th anniversary of the national championship. Thanks for your time, Coach, and thanks for all season, and we hope to talk to you again next week.
Okay, thanks, Bill.